Welcome back, sports fans. Today's headline is one that could shake the very foundations of NFC contention. A swirling trade rumor that puts Philadelphia Eagles' formidable pass rusher, Bryce Huff, on the move to the San Francisco 49ers. This isn't just another piece of off-season chatter. It's a scenario cracking with high-stakes drama, big money, and even a possible reunion with a familiar face in the Bay Area. Let's dive deep into all the angles, predictions, and what this could mean for two teams with Super Bowl dreams. Imagine you're building a championship defense. Who better to headline your pass rush than a player already revered by your new defensive coordinator? In the case of the San Francisco 49ers and Bryce Huff, the fit seems almost tailor-made. The proposal at the heart of recent league speculation suggests the 49ers could acquire Huff from the Eagles for a conditional sixth-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. On the surface, that might sound modest, considering Huff's potential impact, but the conditional aspect hints at performance-based escalators that could turn this into a true win-win. Robert Saleh, recently brought back as the 49ers defensive coordinator, was the very coach who unlocked Huff's breakout season back in 2023 with the New York Jets. Under Saleh's tutelage, Huff blossomed into a relentless situational pass rusher, racking up double-digit sacks and earning a reputation for making life miserable for opposing quarterbacks. It's no secret that Saleh has been one of the biggest believers in Huff's abilities, so the move would not only reinforce the 49ers' defensive front, but also reunite mentor and pupil. Let's address the money, because in the NFL, big moves are never just about the X's and O's. Bryce Huff signed a 3-year, $51.1 million deal with the Eagles last offseason. That contract turned heads, signaling Philly's commitment to keeping its defensive line stacked and versatile. But the Eagles are not content to stand pat. This is a franchise known for its aggressive approach to roster building, wheeling and dealing, and always thinking several moves ahead. Trading Huff would create significant cap space, money that could be quickly funneled into other pressing needs, such as reinforcing the secondary, shoring up the offensive line, or even locking in emerging young stars set for extensions. There's another angle here worth pondering. Huff's exact fit with current Eagles defensive coordinator Vic Fangio remains a work in progress. While Huff is a proven pass rusher, Fangio's scheme puts a premium on versatility and stout run defense, the latter being an area where Huff is still developing. If the coaching staff feels that recently acquired talent or younger players are better long-term fits, moving Huff now, at a high point in his market value, could be a masterstroke of long-term asset management. Why would San Francisco be the perfect landing spot for Huff? Let's break down the 49ers' needs. Despite boasting one of the league's scariest pass rushers in Nick Bosa, the 49ers have been aching for additional depth off the edge. Injuries and roster churn have made it a priority to add a dynamic threat who can rotate in, keep Bosa fresh, and deliver in key third-down situations. Huff slides seamlessly into this equation. His role would likely be highly specialized, capitalizing on his explosiveness and quickness without burdening him with primary run-stopping responsibilities. Inserted in clear passing downs and allowed to attack, Huff becomes a chess piece, disruptive, unpredictable, and difficult for offensive coordinators to scheme against. There's also Yetur Gross-Matos, who's expected to handle the early downs and set the edge. By adding Huff, the 49ers could field complementary skill sets, optimizing both players with minimal overlap. With Saleh orchestrating the defense and his deep knowledge of Huff's strengths, the stage could be set for a career year. For the Chicago Eagles, trading away Huff would not be an admission of failure but a demonstration of discipline. Sometimes, the boldest move a team can make isn't clinging to all its expensive stars, but rather knowing when to move on to maintain flexibility and competitive balance. Philadelphia has other players demanding attention, from tight end Dallas Goedert, who's also been the target of persistent trade rumors, to a host of young defenders who are hungry for their shot. By parting with Huff, the Eagles can not only clear much-needed salary, but also potentially gain draft capital. Even a future late-round pick provides ammunition for additional moves or depth signings down the line. It's also worth remembering that the Eagles' front office rarely shies away from high-stakes deals. Their track record is full of calculated risks that, more often than not, have paid off handsomely. So how likely is this hypothetical trade to become a reality? For now, it's all whispers and conjecture from plugged-in insiders like Logan Ulrich of NFL trade rumors. The outcome will likely hinge on upcoming training camp performances, injuries elsewhere in the league, and the prevailing mood in both front offices as the preseason unfolds. One thing is certain. Huff remains one of the most intriguing rotational pass rushers in the game. If he does move to San Francisco, it could tilt the defensive landscape in the NFC, strengthening a contender and sparking a new chapter in his already fascinating career. And for the Eagles, rest assured, they'll be watching the fallout closely, ready to strike again if the right opportunity emerges. As minicamps turn to training camp and the anticipation for the new NFL season builds, the Bryce Huff trade saga stands as a perfect embodiment of what makes the league so exciting. Unexpected twists, high-stakes negotiations, and the chance for redemption or reinvention in every new city. Whether in midnight trade calls or the glare of Sunday night lights, the next chapter for Bryce Huff and both these storied franchises promises drama aplenty. Before you go, if you enjoyed this breakdown and want more exclusive updates like it, don't forget to hit that like button and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Which team do you think would benefit more from this blockbuster deal? Let your voice be heard, and stay tuned for more breaking stories from the heart of the NFL action.